All right, so I'm gonna test my Coleman Mach AC. As you can see, you can even see the model number, which model number translates out to a Mach 15, 15,000 BTU. So the issue I'm having is that I'm having cold air, but not cool air, but not cold air. I ran the temperature gauges inside, and the vents on the front AC, as you can see, my front AC is up there, same AC. It's running about, when the air's coming out, the air's at my temperature gauge in there showing 40 degrees. And when I come back here and I show this temperature gauge on the vents and the inside, they're running 60 degrees. So this one's definitely cooling less, and you can see it looks like it's all wet in here, like it has iced over perhaps. It's been setting for about an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this cover off here to take a look at it, because you can see it looks like it might be frozen, and I'll check that in a second. And then we're gonna go ahead and check the actual compressor. I don't feel bad touching it. I have the circuit breakers off, and I've already tested it to make sure there's no power, and I'll show you how to do that again to double check. So turn your circuit breaker off on your AC, and this is the AC number 2, and so that's the one that I'm checking on. So said I'm going to take this cover off here so I can look and see, because you can see it's kind of wet. There's condensation here, and you can see that it's been dripping. I'm just going to check all these. None of these really feel cool anymore. This feels cold here, and up here it does not. So it definitely, there's something cold going on. This has quite a few screws. I'm just going to pull these out, and once I pull these out, I'll be able to pull the cover off. So I'm not going to video all of these screws, but if you take these out, you'll be able to see. So now that I have this off, I can take a look down in here and take a look at this and see, and you can immediately see there is ice down in there. That's ice in there. So it has froze up. There's your capacitor. And so this AC has been freezing up. Now, it could be two things. The compressor's bad, or it's low on Freon. This AC is on a 2021 North Point, and it is 2024. It's in August. So this AC is only 3 years old. Well, there's your 2-year warranty that you're outside of. So if this capacitor, or I'm sorry, if this compressor is bad or low on Freon, that could be the issue. So first thing I'm going to do is pull this cover off to check the compressor. As you can see, this is kind of fairly simple to do. One little bolt here. Keep track of that. Pop this cover off, and you'll see that you have 3 wires. And what I'm going to do is test to make sure that those are not hot before I touch them. And the way to do that is with my multimeter here. I'm going to turn this over to 200, and this is AC, so the air conditioner runs on AC power. So I'll set that there, and what I'll do is basically, I'm going to try and get this so that I can test it and show you that I'm testing it. And the easiest way to do that is put it on one of the connections and then touch it to here and see what you get. I got 0.9 when I do that. If I put it on another one, I'm at 0.9 again. And if I do the last one here, you'll see that I am also at 0.9. Now, that means that really there's no electricity there. I can go ahead and pull these off. You might want to take a picture so you know where they connect. So you don't have to take them off in any certain order, but you do have to connect them back again if this is not a bad compressor. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch this over. Make sure this is in. You notice down here it has the ohms symbol. Put the black in the COM, the red in the ohms, and then I'm going to rotate this down, as you can see, down to 200, which is the lowest. And you're going to see that it has 1 on there. And this is going to measure resistance. So you can see the ohm signal. And when I put these two onto here, you should be able to see how they read. So I'm going to put that there. And then you're just going to touch each of these to the different probes. And when I do this, let's see if I can do this in video. Which is very difficult to do, by the way. But if I touch 1 to 1, you can see that it's coming up with 0.3, 0.4. If I go to here, touch these two, 0.4. And if I touch the last set, 0.4. So 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. All of them are reading the same. This compressor is bad. What you should end up with is 2 readings that are lower and 1 reading that's higher. And what happens is you add the 2 lower together, and it should equal plus or minus about 10% the higher number. And then that would indicate that this is a good compressor still. So I don't believe that it's out of Freon. I believe that it's just a bad compressor. Now, the cost of the compressor to replace it is probably, because you have to wire it in. You can see how the piping goes, and you can see the ice in there again. You can see how the piping goes. You would have to cut these, you would have to solder them back in and replace the compressor. You might be able to find somebody to do it, but the cost of that, it's probably better just to replace this entire AC. So